While I'm keeping an eye on every player, Wiser controls every room.
All right, Susie, we've had a few days now since the game up at Wasps last weekend. I know you picked out a few areas post-match that you weren't happy with. The breakdown being one of them. Looking back over the game, how do you reflect on it now you've had a few days to look over the footage and see how we went?
Well, I maintain that the breakdown was not good enough, so we've done a bit of work on trying to tidy that up. We then had a very good driven line out that we then over-relied on the day instead of playing enough rugby. So those have been the two learnings, I think, to come out of it, and some game management stuff. So yeah, we've had a good week prepping for Gloucester, and we're turned around and ready to go again.
Fantastic. Looking ahead to Gloucester, you've been playing at King's Home. Fantastic. It's nice to be playing in a stadium like that. What are you expecting them to bring? They've had a good period, despite the loss to Harlequins. They've had a good period through the Christmas and New Year.
They're just they're a really good side. Obviously, I used to coach there, but they've got really good individuals. They've got a lot of continuity. A lot of players have been there for quite a while and played together alongside each other for quite a while. So they're just a good team. They're very well coached by Sean Lynn and his coaching team. So they like to play fast. When we played each other here, we probably didn't play exactly the games that each other wanted to from both respects, and the game was a little bit stagnant. I think at Kingsholm on a fast track, we'll both want to put our best foot forward in terms of playing some decent rugby. So I'm hopefully expecting a good encounter where we both want to play. Ultimately, there will be a lot of things come down to the breakdown again, and it's not complicated. If you get that bit right, then you can play and you can function. If you stop their breakdown from functioning, you can really stifle their play. So it's a simple game when you look at it like that. But as I said, we've had a good week. We're ready to turn around and go again.
Yeah, absolutely. Defence has been a real strong point for the team this year. I think you've got the fewest points conceded in the Premier 15s table, going really well there. Mm. What do you see as being the reasons behind that? Where do you see because it's going to be important again this weekend. It's important every week, isn't it? What are the big work odds that you've put in to make that defensive record so impressive?
Well, I have to. This definitely follows on from last season when we were second top alongside Quins, who ultimately won the competition. So this is not a new thing for us. This is something that we picked up and continued this season. Steve Salvin, who's come in as our forwards and defence coach, has picked it up and he's passionate about his defence. A lot of defence is about the players embracing it, and they really have embraced it. They're into their double shots. They're into maintaining our black wall or white wall, whatever shirt we've got on. So we've really, really got some good outcomes from that. And when you get good outcomes, you get more buy-in, and it starts to kind of just keep ticking over. So when you get the ball back, we've got to do better. That's that's the message. We had a few change-ups in the side this week because they're merited. They're on merit. There's some players gone in who really like to play rugby and want to play a fast game, and that married up with a decent defence should allow us to open up, I think, on Saturday.
Mm. Who are you excited to see run now?
Well, Hope Rogers is getting her first start in the Chief shirt. She's been really impressive since she arrived from the States, just settling into what we do. Gabby Sempt arrived from Canada and has been biding her time in his first inclusion on the bench. So again, a good physical but very, very mobile player. So those two. There's Brooks back in the side at 9. She's a wonderful young player. And Kaneko Kobayashi has had a long layoff because of injury, but she was lighting up the league last time she was on the field. So we'll see what she can do coming off the bench. So there's been some readjustments, but that's the nature of rugby. Every week is different for whatever reason, whether it be COVID or injuries or abstractions, and we all try to keep moving forward. So I think we've got a squad now that can take us, I hope, to the next level, and Saturday is the first opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and we're in the middle now of probably the key block in the season, Gloucester, and then followed up by Loughborough in a couple of weeks' time. Do you see this as a pivotal game? I know every match is important, But this could prove to be a real focal point for the season looking ahead.
Well, as a coach, obviously you look at the table quite often. Understatement, but it's trying to not get distracted by points in the table and focus on performance, because ultimately if we do perform, yes, we're in a good position now, a reasonable position, but we can get into a really good position over the next couple of weeks. It could be quite sticky if we don't, so of course it's critical. It's a key point in the season. We're playing two really good sides for different reasons, and we have to be very, very good to come out on top.
Looking forward to it. Best of luck for the weekend.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.